Ooh, I love the blonde hair.
Right?
Hi, everyone. We are
LaChiMoLaLa.
and we are back with another music video reaction, this time to Monsta X, Monsta Truck, which is a favorite of Tammy's.
Oh, yes, it is. I cannot even contain myself. But before we do, all right, I'm so excited that Beth is back.
Yay!
This song is gonna make her feel 1,000 times better, let me tell you.
I've heard the song, of course, but I have never seen the video. And also, just sidebar to all the mom babies out there who wished me to get well and to feel better. Thank you so much. It really made my heart melt to read all those nice messages. So I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, and get your flu shot.
I know, seriously, the flu season is just so awful.
Oh, so bad. And I had mine, and still I was like out for 4 days. So guys, be careful. Wear your mask.
Yeah. I mean, seriously though, I'm really impressed by your immune system though. 4 days from the flu. Ooh. Yeah, that flu shot, man.
Right.
All right.
But nothing will help me like Monsta X.
Oh yes. Okay, so just briefly about this. So this is the home party version. So actually they performed this video was actually kind of like a shown like kind of like a vignette, I guess, you know, like within like their fan meeting, their fourth fan meeting or something like that. So this happened in like mid-January 2020. So and as we know, like it's kind of fresh off, you know, when Wonho had to leave. So but yeah, so unfortunately we won't see him in this video. So yeah, so I don't want you to be heartbroken. You're gonna be like, where's Wonho?
Where?
Yeah, exactly.
But should we talk about why you love this music video so much, or should we see it first?
We should see it first.
Okay.
And then we'll go
and then we'll
on.
break it down.
We'll do like the whole breakdown. Oh, I can't even I can't speak. I'm sorry.
Okay, since you can't speak, I'm just gonna say let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. How cool for them to make something extra for their fans.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love the blonde hair.
Right? Every single time. Come on.
He has such a good snarl.
They show you. My face is gonna turn red.
I love when they bust out the mic stand.
Right? Love it. Monsta Truck. Gosh.
So good.
Look how handsome they all are.
Right?
And I love his outfit. Look at his outfit right now.
So good. So inappropriately amazing.
Yes, I love it.
Pajama party, I love it.
Oh my gosh. Keon is like such a mood right now. Right. And Minhyuk and Hyungwon in the background. Shoney's like all chill.
Look at him. He's so extra.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. I love them so much. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I gotta buckle up if you don't wanna die. Hey baby, 우린 Bonnie and Clyde. You're right with me.
So cute.
I love this so much.
Ugh, they look so
Oh my
sexy.
gosh. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that this video that they that was originally from the fan meet in January 2020. They actually posted this video on May 14th, 2020, which is
wow.
their debut date. So
Love it. So it was like a little Easter egg for Monbebes who couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So awesome.
Always thinking about the Monbebe. Okay.
There's so much to talk about. Let's start with the song.
Oh my gosh.
It's so catchy and filthy.
It is dirty. It is total Netflix and chill. Okay. Like 100%.
Like all things they do, it has like such a sense of humor. Like it's so funny and like very in on the joke.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it makes you giggle even though you're also like a little flustered.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I first listened to this song, you know, I didn't watch the video or whatnot, you know, and I hear the beat first. So, and I keep saying that all the time, but just in case new people who've never met us, hello. But hello. But also yeah, I hear the sounds and the music bed and instrumental first. That's always like I don't know why, but that's how I'm programmed. And so I'm like, wow, this is really catchy, you know? And then
yeah, with the backbeat.
Yeah, you know, like I'm like, oh, this is like a danceable song. This is great. This is fantastic. Oh gosh, I love this song. And then you know, classic fashion of me, I went ahead and looked up the lyrics and I was like, what? I looked up the lyrics and the translation and I was like, oh, this song has such a great beat, but it's about Netflix and chill. I was like, oh my gosh. It's like, all right. And it's really funny because like I feel like there's like a lot of songs out there clearly that is about Netflix and chill, and it's not very tasteful, you know. It's like, so gross. Like the only song that I can really think of that is like very, you know, like tasteful, I guess, would be like Boys to Men, like I'll Make Love to You, you know. And this kind of reminds me in a weird sense, like it's kind of like that where it's like I keep saying the word tasteful because I can't think of another word for it. But like they do it in a way where it's like not disgusting, not disturbing. It's not like they're saying like, hey, let's.
But whereas Boys to Men was more sincere, this is more like it's almost feels like an inside joke, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, again, the comedy and the whimsicalness of it, like it's like you can't take it too seriously, but also you're like, is this really what the song's about? Is this what we're singing about? I mean, I don't hate it, but wow. Like
Uh,
the fact that they can always like they look at everything with such a like a fun, funny like point of view. So I agree
yeah.
with you. Like it's filthy, but like in a lighthearted way that you can still sing along and dance to it.
It it's so funny because there was actually an interview that I saw. It's actually here in the States. I believe like someone from Chicago was interviewing them, and straight up they asked like, so we have a question from like the mom babies. We're asking about what's the meaning of Monster Truck and what's the inspiration for it. And I am cleverly responded back, and of course Keon was like cackling in the background, and and I am was like, we're named Monsta X, it's like,
We
like,
like trucks.
yeah, doing like a play on their name. And so I was like, boy, you are clever.
Right.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, they're all giggling behind
Yeah.
him. Like I can only imagine what all their faces were doing.
Yeah.
Can you explain the meaning behind Monsta Truck and where did you get the inspiration from?
몬스터 트럭에 대한 그 영감을 어디서 가져왔는지.
Our carnival.
I mean, like our van.
Our
our
band.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta hop on and ride with us. So we're gonna take you wherever you want to go. And since our name is Monsta X, that truck name is Monsta Truck. So let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love show Newsline that he's a monster. For some reason, that really gets me and makes me laugh so hard. Like, just because I don't know. There's like I feel like there's 8 meanings to that line. And when he looks straight in the camera and smiles at it, is like, "Hey, babe, I'm a monster." I'm just like, I can't. I'm just like,
Yeah.
whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I
And again,
mean, you are.
oh.
Ooh.
But
Oh,
honestly
shit.
though, like this song would have been like like if they were here in America, and if it was released here, like it would
Be a sensation.
it would be a total sensation. It would have been so accepted here, like 1,000%. So it sucks that it couldn't be like a title track because it's so catchy. Like,
I was gonna say, I guess like what we said before, it's funny that they even still put it out,
yeah,
considering where their home base is, and that they always manage to tread the line of almost going over, like almost taking it too far, but never quite. They're very
Yeah.
good at that.
yeah. And so, yeah, I think this was like a way for them to like put out a music video,
Right? Because they
You
were like,
know?
everyone loves this song.
Yeah.
We know you do.
Obviously, come on.
They're like, but
But-
we're never gonna be asked to sing this on, Music Box or whatever.
Yeah,
Inky Gaio is not gonna let us sing this.
yeah.
So
So we might as well make our own music video, put it in our fan meet, and then release it on YouTube. So
Right.
yeah.
and
But
speaking of this music video, for I mean, obviously they didn't put it together in a rush because they did something nice for the fan meet, but it's still like very well produced for something they knew was not really gonna do much,
yeah.
besides be for us.
Mhm, mhm.
I really love the bar setting. I love the pajama party. It couldn't be cuter if it tried.
Yeah.
I love everyone's facials, of course, are always so amazing. Keon's snarl, I cannot. It's so gorgeous. And Minhyuk, how he can like be sexy one minute and the next minute he's like falling over with balloons in his hands, like just hilarious. I love how extra he is. I know we say that all the time, but I love it.
Yeah, it's funny. Of course, classic Tammy fashion again. Like I read the comments, and some of the comments are hilarious for this music video. I read a comment that said, "Oh man, I love it how like they could be daddies one minute and then turn into like super super cute, like the necks,
Right.
you know, and it's so true, you know,
It's
like
true. You're right. This shows their duality very well.
oh my
Because those
gosh.
soft blue, baby blue PJs, you know, don't scream Monster Truck, but those black outfits do. They really, really do. And while we're still talking about the production, before we get into fashion,
Yes.
let's talk about the rap line in their tiny baby cars. You saw me. I was like losing my shit. Like I was like, how can you have such swag but also do it in a tiny car? Like that's what I mean about them. Like they're still managed to be so much themselves, but they can make fun of themselves in a weird way. But it's like, yeah, I know it's supposed to be just funny, but it's still hot.
Yeah, it's really funny because, like, you know, Jew Honey and both I am like they're both powerful rappers, you know, and like you see them. I mean, like this song has like a nice balance. Like, well, they normally do. They have like a nice balance between like the rap line and the vocal line, you know. I think like some bands they'll have like a lot of vocals and then they only have like that middle part which is like rapping, right? But for Monsta X, like
just like the bridge.
Yeah, exactly. And for Monsta X, it has like that nice balance between the two. It's kind of like even, you know, and for the song as well. But like it's so funny because like you see them go like kind of like hard, right? And then all of a sudden it zooms out for them being in cars, like tiny cars. And it's like, oh my gosh, that is just so hilarious.
They're those like fancy cars that, you know, like rich people buy for their children,
yeah.
You know. But it's just so hilarious. They look like giant monsters. And I love how like Jew Honey in particular was just like with those crazy lit up sunglasses, but he was just like so cool.
Yeah.
I'm in my car. I'm being cool. Check
yeah.
Like he did not break character at all.
No. So and them being in the same car together too, and the line that happened was like going back and forth, and you guys know what that means, you know, going back and forth, and nice
he's
parking.
Like, put your seatbelt on, like when I am like put the seatbelt on both of them, the imaginary seatbelt. Oh my god, so funny, so funny, and so amazing. Like I feel like most bands wouldn't be confident enough to do this song. I mean, this song takes such swag, and then to do it like that, it's like an extra 2 layers of swag. Like, oh, so good. So good.
I mean, like the intro of the song, you're like, oh, okay, they don't have like a title card like they normally would, but it's like, okay, this is kind of something different. You see like the lights and Monster Truck, you know, I'm like, this is awesome, you know. And then like you see them walking out with like their, oh my gosh, their amazing like swag, you know, like in their, of course they're
like in like a nightclub, like a bar nightclub, looking hot and all black. So I really did not expect when it switched to the pajama party. I was like,
you're like, what happened? What happened? You know,
what just happened?
And then it's like, oh my gosh, you're so cute, you know, like they're all wearing matchy like pajamas, and it's like the balloons everywhere. Like
oh my gosh. It somehow makes the lyrics seem even dirtier than when they were wearing like their swag man outfits. Like now you're like, oh gosh, they're like at a karaoke party in their pajamas and they're singing this. So cute because they had like, you know, the light up tambourines and stuff. I was just like, it gave me a very karaoke vibe. In a good way.
And it's so funny because like you said, like it starts off with the bar setting. I mean, like the sets were like very simple, you know, like it wasn't complex or anything, you know, like they walk from the bar and then over to like another set, and it's like,
and there's like no real dancing in this one, which I feel like is very unusual. They usually always do some dancing, but this felt like it felt more like the boys were having a party and you got to tag along. It was really cool. Really cool. Fashion?
But let's segue into like the fashion. Okay, let's talk about their clothes. Like Really, like for real.
You can tell
Okay.
you want to.
Okay. I Am's outfit is my favorite outfit. Like,
So hot.
I mean, he was wearing like 3 layers of clothing, but like honestly though, like the jacket that he was wearing, but then like he was wearing a collared shirt, but it was buttoned all the way down. Like it
Mhm.
was oh
And he had another like
like
it
it,
looked like a black tank or t-shirt on underneath that.
yep, yep. And it screamed like super sexy, you know? I'm
Yeah.
like,
I love
oh my
that
god.
like black on black vibe is it's hard to pull off, and I feel like he does it so well. I also thought Jew Honey is like his like an old timey aeronautics, like he looked like a pilot from the 30s with the giant fur collar and like the
Right.
black leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
It was giving me, it was felt very vintage in like the best way.
Oh,
Again,
yes.
hard to pull off because it's got like giant like things at the wrists and around the collar, but he looked so good in it. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, the oh my gosh. The rap line looks so amazing,
So
you know.
good.
And of course the vocal line did too, you know, like they all looked
Oh my gosh,
amazing.
I really loved Shonu's. I the only way thing I can think to call it is his Steve Jobs look, because it was like a black turtleneck with a black blazer and black pants, but it was Shonu, and I was like, ah.
He looks so good in like turtlenecks.
Yes.
Like it's so
Which I have to say, I look terrible in, so maybe that's a little bit of why I think they're hot on other people, because I'm like, I
yeah.
can wear that.
Yeah, me too. Like I feel like turtlenecks are not for everybody, unfortunately,
No.
because it
No.
accentuates certain parts of your body, you know, that you don't want to be accentuated.
But in Shonu's
But
case, I guess you do want your pecs to be accentuated.
yes, exactly. You know,
In his
and
case, it's the right move.
it's the right move for him. He looks great in turtlenecks, you know,
He's
and
so good. He's so
you
good.
know, he doesn't have a double chin, you know, to because that like turtlenecks do that, you know, like they make you look bigger right here than you're supposed to. So I mean, that's just
I
me.
really loved his hair too. I thought his hair and Minhyuk's hair were like really cool. I think Minhyuk should be blonde. I mean, I really, really liked it. I was like,
Yeah,
why haven't I seen more of this? I like
yeah,
this.
yeah. He looked fantastic blonde,
Yeah.
and Keon. Oh, don't even get me started on him.
Again, that black on black, and he had like the jet black hair too. So at one point, he was like standing in the background was fuzzy, and it almost looked like it was just like his beautiful face, just like floating, singing to you. Like I was just like, oh, so cute. Like
my heart.
that's the other thing that I think works out well with those black and black outfits is the ability, you don't focus then too much. Like you notice them and go, ooh, hot, and then you focus on people's faces. So I really got to appreciate all of them in that way. I mean, I'm struggling to think of something to say about Hyungwon besides that he's just gorgeous. Like, I mean, he's so handsome.
Yeah.
And nothing looks bad on him. This looks great on him. I
Yeah.
loved him and Minhyuk in the back when Kihyun and Shonu were in their pajamas, when they were in the back with the balloons. So ridiculous. So cute. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they always look good, but this really they did a really good job, like we said, doing the duality and then making it cohesive, and they just look like they're having so much fun. How can you not enjoy it when they're having that much fun?
Exactly. Yeah. It's really funny because like at that scene, like Shonu was just, you know, I don't think he realized like how crazy they were in the background, you know, like
definitely not
with the balloons and like yeah, definitely not. And then like right next to him is Keon, and he was going nuts right there too, just like, and then pointing to the back, and like
I feel like he did know what was going on.
Yeah.
He saw it somehow.
Yep. And he totally went nuts. And then Shoney's like all calm and like, you know, doing his
again
thing.
when he was in the blue, and he was like, I'm a monster. I'm like, and your baby blue soft PJs, you're so cute. Like, how can like a 6'3" giant be so adorable? I don't get it.
I don't understand either.
I appreciate you, Shonu. Come back healthy and in one piece.
Yes, please.
Please. We love you.
Yeah, but yeah, this is like a really fun music video. Like I loved
It's
everything.
a real departure, I feel like, from some of the other stuff we've seen of theirs. I mean, it's still Monsta X, but it's very different from what we normally get, which is a lot of dancing and, you know,
body waves,
more
body
skin
rolls.
maybe, and like sometimes there's, you know, like a whole storyline. But this to me was so much fun. It just felt so playful, and like I said, like it felt like an intimate moment they were sharing with us.
Yeah.
In such a good way.
Yeah, intimate moment with dirty lyrics.
That's why it was intimate. And I really just don't understand. I don't think Giovanni smiled once. Like, he was being so serious, and that's why it was so funny. He was just like, I'm the man. In my tiny car.
That's right. I'm your Monsta Truck.
I'll definitely be watching this video a couple thousand more times.
Yeah, it's so fantastic. Like it's you know, it speaks volumes to, you know, about them and how, you know, they love the Monbebe, you know, and they knew something like this would make us so happy, make us laugh, make us blush. Make us blush.
And that's what they're good at doing, both of those things.
Yeah.
We blush and we laugh. That's mostly what we do when we talk about Monsta X.
Like, seriously.
And that is a great duality that more bands need to understand.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, honestly though, like, just yeah, if you haven't read the lyrics, please read the lyrics. They're amazing.
Go back.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah, they it's so freaking amazing, like the lyrics, you know. So I appreciate the lyrics a lot. Now people are gonna now I'm gonna be judged
in a good way.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing this video with me. I'm so shocked I hadn't seen it already. It's perfect.
I hope that was the medicine for you, and hopefully you feel 1,000 times better after watching this music
already.
video. Oh man. Yeah, so hopefully they'll release more stuff like this in the future, you know. So we love their humor, but most importantly, we love them, you know.
Yes.
They're such a fantastic band, like.
And even when they're giving us something like this, the music's still impeccable.
Oh my
gosh. It may be funny, but it's never a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's awesome.
Yes. On that note, that was a nice closing line. So on that note, if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And we are LaChiMoLaLa. And we will see you guys next time. Who knows which Monsta X music video we'll choose next?
Will it be salty? Will it be sweet? Will it be both? Probably.
Because you're always so salty and sweet and salty. No, that doesn't sound right.
That's the best. No, it does.
No. Like, did I say that? Did I say that right? Yeah, I said that right. I don't know.
You can't even think. You're just gonna watch this video again. Let's do that.
Yeah. Annyeong.